praise unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Hakorash. We say Barakati Howell, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Howell, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Howell, Barakati Yahushai, Bahashem Hakorash. And we give double honor to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, great millstone, which feeds with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushai. 2026, which is the year of apostates, fallouts, and spies. Let's jump right into it. I'm running around real quick. Just got off the plantation, and this lesson came to my mind. We'll do a riding, driving talk. Lord willing, I can stop and get some precepts. As brothers post some precepts. Shabbat shalom to you brothers out there, man. And the mindset is that you see all what's going on now. We got this situation in Mexico where cartel members are putting heads on drones, you know, like real life judgment is going out. And that's the time that we living in. You see the thing that happened in Venezuela, you know, that's going to cause a power vacuum in that country for a long time. We might have to clean that up. That's how long it's going to be. It's going to be going for that, the kingdom of heaven, which is going to start with the elect men, starting with Yahushua as the ruler. All right, going down to King David and the 12. The earth is getting ready to be adjusted, and we're the ones that are going to make that adjustment if we be a part of that number. But what the point is that all the chaos that you see taking place right now in different parts of the world, that's nobody can say they didn't hear the truth. Judgment's coming. That's why the title of this lesson is "There is no cloak for this world. The truth is out." That means just like when Yahushua said it says, "You did not know you have sinned, unless I did not come to you." Now you have no cloak for your sin. So what is the spirit of Yahushua? The spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So if we are coming in the spirit of prophecy, which is the spirit of Yahushua, then Yahushua has came to the world by way of our speaking. That's why it says that you all speak the same thing. If Yahushua was on earth right now, what would he be speaking? He would be speaking the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we have. That's why the scriptures say you have the mind of Yahushua. You have the mind of the Messiah. Because he's breathed that life, that breath of life into us. That's why we speak the same thing, and we don't have to change. Starting with our apostles and elders, we don't have to change the gospel because it's the same gospel. It's not changing. The Lord doesn't change. So why would his gospel change? Check that out. If the Most High is not a power that he should change, why would his doctrine and his gospel change? So all these guys that have changed up the doctrines throughout the year, that's a little bit skittish, man, because the Most High is a power that he should not change, or a man that he should lie. But these guys' doctrines have changed up throughout the years. So how is that? How is that possible? That's not adding up. That's why we say we have 100% truth, is because we have 100% that's been given to us. We're not telling you something that is not going to save you. If you listen to this doctrine, you keep a hold of it, there's a high chance you will be delivered. Bottom line, the Most High is not here to play games with us. He ain't Esau, man. The Most High ain't pulling your leg and thinking that there's a thing after. This is the last of the last, man. What you seeing taking place right now is the last of a rulership that is never going to be seen again. The rulership to come is going to be a whole. That's why John said it. He said, "I see new heavens and I see new earth." There's going to be a change, a complete, just like in the time of Pangea. What happened with Pangea? That the earth was broken up in separate pieces, and look what it is today. So that is a heavy change on the planet Earth. So what makes you think this change is not going to be greater? You're not going to be able to recognize the planet Earth. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be stronger. It's going to be healthier, because the laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be implemented in the planet Earth. The land Sabbath, all right. Pollution is going to be cut into zero. We're going to go to net zero. We gonna go to net zero by the sword. You ain't gonna, and it's gonna be righteous. There's not gonna be any kind of GMOs in the earth. There's not gonna be any kind of these things that you see today. That's why we fighting for what we fight for. If you ain't fighting for this, you fighting for Esau's bullshit. And shame on you. You fighting for the death of the earth. If this man rules, ain't nobody gonna be left. So all these guys that are getting 501c3s, you co-signing to a nasty man. All right? You co-signing to a nasty individual, which is named Esau, man. This man is not right. You know, Salakia. I got can't use your phones the way you can, but you co-signing to a nasty man. That's not right. And we telling you to come back to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and to who you are. That's the only way you're gonna get out of this quagmire that we in called Babylon the Great. All right. But the cloak is these guys that are in different parts of the world. Mexico, the cartel is going crazy right now, man. If any little bit of that happened in Babylon the Great, that'd be a whole new world, man. And that's just across the border. So, and there was talks that the U.S. had hands in that. That the U.S. had hands in the killing of that drug lord. So, if that is confirmed and that starts moving any which way up here, you know, hey, you know, you get into a tussle with your neighbor, you know, that's right next door, because it says virgin daughter Babylon. Why does it say the virgin daughter of Babylon? Because Babylon has never experienced war on its shores in a broad sense. You had the time, it was a bombing campaign. It wasn't boots on the ground. Okay, besides the civil wars and the revolutionary wars. Okay, but it's been a long time since Babylon has experienced that type of warfare. All right, so the mentality and what we're getting ready to witness, you guys and people out there, you have no cloak. You have no way to say you did not know, you didn't understand, because there's video after video of the apostles and elders going into this truth and giving you the prophecies and the things that's going to preserve you in these times, man. Faith is going to be your greatest asset. Faith is going to be your greatest asset in the times to come, because you're going to have to believe that the Lord is going to feed you without money. You're going to have to know that you're going to be fed without a credit card, debit card, all these things that people lust after. They're gonna, that's why they make it that way. You don't have no farms. You don't have people that know how to grow their produce. That was engineered. So Esau's been working on this mark for many years, many generations. He's been working on engineering, because the mark would have not hit if people were self-sufficient. So for him to control you, he had to take your self-sufficiency and give you a dependent mindset. That's why a lot of us, I tell to myself, a lot of us don't know how to fish. I know how to fish. I know how to clean my own fish. I know how to do my lures. I know all of that, you know, those basic things. But a lot of us don't know how to what? Garden. You don't know how to, even if you kill a deer, you have to know how to skin the deer the correct way, or you're going to ruin the meat. So our self-sufficiency is at an all-time low. All right. So the mentality, and going back to the time of the Maccabees knew about herbs, and I need to do another herb video. Forgive me. I've been meaning to do it, but it's wintertime now. But Lord willing, I'm going to do a wintertime video of the herbs. That way we can see what can be eaten in the cold. You know, that'd be a good one to get in, because I have that app that can track plants and edible herbs. So the mindset is you have to learn these things. You have to learn them now, because you have a lot of information that you can learn quickly. You don't have to, you know, take years to learn about herbs and different things like that. You can do it quickly. All right. I'm getting ready to stop and post some scripts real quick. I got my Bible in the glove box, so I just need to park. You know, and the mindset is, hey, these are exciting times, man. All these people that thought we were crazy, they talk shit. Them times are coming to an end, man. Hey, shalom, shalom. You know, those times are at the end now, man. I'm getting ready to park. Salakia. These damn people waiting, man. And you see the situation that's happening in Ukraine, that Ukraine is launching the Flamingo missiles, and the Flamingo missiles are Tomahawk replicas. So they've replicated the Tomahawk, and now they're striking Russia The largest nuclear production warehouse in Russia was hit by a Ukrainian missile. So we could see a small tactical weapon being used, man. These are high level times that we in, man. 2026 started out with major Maduro being kidnapped. You have you have people that, you got big names. What is that dude name that died? I forget his name already, man. Damn, man, that he's so community activist. I see his face, but I can't get his name out, man. Jesse, damn, I can't think of the dude's name. He was wicked anyway. But the mindset is a lot of high level people that's been putting Jake in the darkness are being taken out, man. Here we go. Salakia. Hey, Shalom. Jesse Jackson, the water, my brother. Jesse Jackson, he in the spirit world now. Happy than hell, man. Jesse Jackson, happy than hell, man. Jesse Jackson ain't wicked and no more, man. Ain't wicked and no more. He's good. This is the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." And that's why we're telling you, a lot of people that have no cloak for their sins when it comes to this truth. They have no cloak. They have no way to say that, I didn't understand, or I didn't know. That's why the Lord let the truth out at a high rate that he's had with the internet, YouTube, different platforms. All those platforms were to make the truth, what does it say, exponentially grow. Now we have the fruits of it, and the fruits of the people that know it, people that if they believe it or not, they still hear it. They have no cloak. And it says, behold, their violent ones shall cry without an ambassador of peace, shall weep bitterly. The highways lie waste, and the wayfaring man ceaseth. And the highways in the time, that's how you know this is when the heart of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming, because the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is being given on the ways of the highways. The highways and byways are a very important thing. We just had the brothers from St. Louis come down and do the work with us. And you see a lot of people that are walking around, but they notice this. They used to walk in front of the cameras. Now they acknowledge the cameras. They make it a point to ask us to walk through. So you can see the respect level of this truth is gaining. It's gaining clout. It's gaining a more of attraction, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is what does it say? He's making the law honorable. And we're the ones that are trying to the best of our abilities to do the law. The water for that, Jesse Jackson, the water. And it says, now, let's jump down to verse 10. Now will I rise, saith the Lord. Now I will be exalted. Now will I lift up myself. And how's he doing that? By way of us. You Jakes that are waking up to you being called Israelites, you are helping the name of the Lord being uplifted. That's why, because we are his sanctuary. We're his temple. So the name is on the temple of the Lord. And the Lord said that the third temple is being built. But the third temple is being built by men being the bricks, women being the nuts. All these things that go into a building of a temple: gold, silver, wood, stone, all those things. Now we are those things. We're the components to the kingdom of heaven and the components to the temple. That's why it says in the kingdom of heaven there shall be no temple, because the Heavenly Father is going to dwell within the elect. Then all of Israel is going to be saved. The water, brother. Hey, this is the brother Shalom Yahweh. This is Isaiah 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen on thy walls, O Jerusalem. And this proves that we're to go out to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're not meant to go out to the world. Why? The walls of Jerusalem is a single place. If I say the walls of a village, I'm only speaking about everything that is encompassing in those walls. So the truth is encompassing the walls of Jerusalem. That's why it says it. It says, "O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence." And that's what you're seeing taking place. Why are we going to keep silent? This world has used us in the worst way. You Jakes have been used in the worst way. Your kids have been eaten. You have been, and now with this Epstein files, it shows you the wickedness that's being done in the darkness. You think they weren't doing that to us before they doing that to their own kids? What do you think they're gonna do to the goyim, the slaves? That's why Aleister Crowley, that wicked man, he said that to achieve great magic, you must go through the backside of a Jake, man. This is wickedness. We've been telling them, but now that it's happening in their watch and it's happening to their children, it's a problem. Now they want to acknowledge wickedness. Oh shit, these people are wicked. No, they've been wicked, man. They've been ruling. They've been eating babies and eating. This is demonic activity. This is not normal. That's why it says the son of perdition who must be revealed, man. The son of perdition the flashlight is on him right now, and it's these Edomites. That's why it says, set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations. Esau's is in abomination. He's doing abomination activities, man. That's why I've read some of these things. I had to stop fucking watching it, man. You had to stop watching that shit. Even hearing it alone. Phone. Hey, Baba Kashaw, if you can still hear me, Baba Kashaw. Baba Kashaw, somebody call my phone if brothers can, somebody call my line, so if you can still hear me, Baba Kashaw. Damn, man. As soon as you get, okay, Khan, the water. So back in the same motion is that even hearing this shit is dark. So our mindset is that this world is not our rest. You don't want none of this world. If this world hates you, that's a blessing. Forget everything. Now, if you Jakes, and I'm talking to you Israelites that are trying this world, don't take the mark for a place that does these things, man. The apostle has been bringing it out recently. This ain't life, man. If you take it, it's worse than death, because you have to look in your face in the mirror to know that you are now a part of a society that enjoys and promotes these things, which are pure wickedness. This society is adverse to the scriptures, man. It's adverse to righteousness. Everything about it is against the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But that's how he set it up. That's how I always say, you don't know what it takes to make a God, man. You don't know what it takes to make a God. The Lord said it in Apocrypha. He made man to be an image of his own immortality. So how are we being an image of his immortality? We have to go through the straits, the furnace of adversity is our transitional point. That's how Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to bring us to a level that we can't imagine, but he loves us. That's the thing about it. He wouldn't put us in some we didn't handle. We're the toughest. The Most High knows how tough we are, because he's put his name on us, man. So he's not putting us. He knew we could handle slavery. He knew we can handle all these down times, but he knew we can handle it through him. So that's why having Yahweh Shem Yahshua's spirit is much important. You can't walk just like a child. An animal doesn't just lead their child, but they'll teach them. But they'll walk with them. They'll teach them how to hunt. They'll go and hunt with them. So the Lord is teaching us how to be righteous, and he's going with us. He's leading us through the valley of the valley of the shadow of death. Yahweh Shem Yahweh ain't never left us, man. He's been mad at us. He's been angry, but that's through righteous sake. That's indignation. But the Lord has made a way for us to come back to him. If he didn't love us, why would he give us a roadmap back to him? He's not giving Esau a roadmap. Esau's done in the flesh. The nation of Esau will be done away with. The spirit of Esau cannot be done away with, because it's a part of the Heavenly Father, man. He's an energy. So Esau is going to be done away with, but the energy that was in Esau is going to be recycled however the Heavenly Father does it, man. All right, this is the book of, man, brother. The brother getting down. Micah, my man. Hold on. Let's get Micah. This is Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So we telling you, Jakes, The food got to be blessed. That's why if you eat here, you got to say your prayers, man. Anyone that's eat food in Babylon and don't say their prayers, you are eating death, and your body's gonna hate you for it. It's gonna try, it's gonna do its best, but you pray because the Heavenly Father blesses food, blesses our water. He just blesses us, man. And it says, and this is not your rest because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. That's the ways of this world. So if you choose Babylon the Great, you're going to be destroyed in this thermonuclear exchange. And then on top of that, you're going to have to come back in the kingdom with your head down, man. We're going to love the shit out of our people. But hey, man, you want to be that first go around. There's nothing like the first fruits. It's a very coveted position when it comes to spiritual warfare, spiritual spiritual commemorations. That's a heavy title to have, to say that you are part of the first fruits, man. The elect, man. And it says, this is the book of let's go here. This is First Corinthians 10 and verse 13. It says, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. That's this flesh. You're in the flesh. You're in a weak vessel. But just like you go into a gym and you lift weights, if you're infinitely strong, what's the best way to test your strength? To be infinitely weak. When you're weaker than you were before, then you still lift that burden. It develops strength. It develops muscle mass. It's spiritual muscle mass, man. All right. And it says, but such as is common to man, but Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that which ye are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. And that's in the time of a mark. So we're gonna have escape routes. We're gonna have, man, the Lord is gonna just allow the Lord to show out. Take yourself out of the equation. I practice it all the time. I say, Lord, surprise me. You do your will. You know more than me. I'm low level, just like your child. You don't know what your parents can do. You just assume that you know more, and you don't. You don't know. We don't know more than the Heavenly Father, man. You know, and once you understand that we're loved, and once you understand that the Heavenly Father is really coming back to us in a big way, then it's not a problem to give up the reins, man. You know, and I say that to those that, you know, listen in the spirit. But Lord, when is that the final lesson? I'm going to leave it here. I'm at my destination with that. I want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakodash. Until the next time, I say shalom. And more than I never, keep faith. Until the next time, hey, keep faith out there. Shalom, my brother. Yay, shalom to those that watched the whole time. I appreciate it, Lord willing. You built up, you know, and these lessons are edifying, and, you know, you learn, and just go, man. Trust the Heavenly Father, man. He loves you. He loves you more than you can imagine in this world. This world blocks you from seeing real love. That's the greatest. That's one of the greatest tricks. You believe that you're not loved. If you're an Israelite, you are beyond love. The Lord gave his son and sent his son down here to pass on the cross and be tortured for you to be brought back to him and be a special treasure. So always cherish that. Don't worry about everything else. As long as you believe you, Jake, and you believe in this knowledge, that's the heavy thing. Hey, my brother, I'm in. That was that Psalms. It says Psalms 55 and 16. It says, ask for me. Oh, brother took it. Okay, Salak, your brother. Oh, okay. Second Ezra 2 and verse 13. Go ye shall, it says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. I love that precept. Every time you say it, the Lord is saying, I'm already here with you, man. I'm already waiting. I got it. He said he's mingled his wine. He's mingled his drink. He's killed his fatted calf, man. There's a banquet waiting on us, man. You know, and the kingdom of heaven is that. Everything is prepared for us, man. So Lord wants that final lesson with that. I say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakodash. Until the next time, I say shalom. And more than I never keep faith. And shalom, Jake.